It is up to us, engineers, to take up the call and become the leaders and drivers of our society. We must apply ourselves to solving the problems in the country and continent, and solving problems is what we do best. Thus it makes us naturally qualified leaders. One such problem engineers have faced and continue to face is the housing shortage in the cities and towns of South Africa. Informal settlements are the bane of our society. Many solutions to this vexing problem have been proposed, and many other are being attempted. But while the homeless masses await their RDP housing, something must be done to alleviate them from their misery. To this we say, challenge accepted, and look towards the technology to provide us with a solution, and that solution is concrete canvas structures. Developed by a Welsh company in the United Kingdom, concrete canvas is a flexible canvas material made from concrete impregnated fabric that hardens when hydrated. But the uses for this technology extend to the beyond housing units. It can be used for building canals, reinforcing hillsides, and many other infrastructure needs. The flexibility gives us concrete canvas technology near endless uses. Let's talk about how this concrete canvas housing units work. Shipping and transport of the housing units are straightforward. It comes in a ready-for-use watertight container with a small electric air pump. Only 2 people are required to set up the structure, which means fewer resources wasted on training people to raise the structure. The container is filled with a nearby water source until saturated. And this is a great part of the solution. Any quality water can be used to hydrate the concrete. Once the concrete canvas shelter is removed from the transport packaging, it can be inflated with the air pump. The structure is completely air and watertight with an inner lining of PVC material, which creates a sterile environment after setup and can be easily kept clean. The time it takes from unfolding to use is less than a full day, making it ideal for quick deployment and use. The housing unit, surprisingly, structurally sound and can withstand the weight of multiple people standing on it. To understand why this housing solution will work where other plans have failed, we must look towards the human element. Now, other solutions call from the relocation of residents of informal settlements to newly built, but often non-ideal locations. People are always hesitant to pack up and leave their chosen homes, but with our solution, this need not happen. In a single day's time, a family shack can be transformed into a semi-permanent structure with a lifespan of 10 years, and which will most likely far outlive that. The concrete canvas housing unit is better than a shack in almost every way. Firstly, the structure isn't only waterproof but also fireproof. This can minimize and maybe even eliminate the township fires that destroy so many livelihoods. Expansion of the unit is also very simple, with an inherent modular design. Concrete structures are far more insulating than shacks, keeping the residents cool in the summer and retaining its heat during the winter months. Built indoors, offer a level of security not seen in shack dwellings. After the shelter has been erected, there is no additional support needed for maintenance from the government, and it's completely handed over to the people who will call it home. Now, with this solution at hand, government can focus on providing long-term housing, while those on the waiting lists can still enjoy the comforts of formal structure. It is evident that this is a very realizable solution to a big issue affecting millions of South Africans daily. Engineers working alongside local authorities and leaders can quickly judge the amount of structures needed. An education process can be initiated where engineers teach the skills necessary to build the concrete canvas shelters to the local population. The government can provide the funding needed to buy these structures from overseas. Engineers play the role of linking the people with a problem with a solution. This can be done from a position of leadership or in cooperation with authorities. But as engineers, it is necessary to take action to solve the problems in our society. It is up to us, engineers, to take up the call and become the leaders and drivers of our society.